Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my page, y'all. Welcome to the replay. Come on in, y'all. Happy day. Today is August 12th, 2025. In case you wanted to know, I've actually had some people request that I give them the date when I get on the video. So you know what? We listen to our peeps and we deliver. So hopefully I can remember to do that every single time. But y'all, I found a rectangle. So this time of year, I highly recommend that you look around your house and look for things that are rectangle shapes or squares, because you can make a pumpkin with just about anything rectangular or square, right? So say hey whenever you get here. I am going to get this going. We are going to create a pumpkin, comment pattern, Pattern, to get all the details of what I'm using. And I'm going to put a pinned comment down below. It's going to say comment pattern to get all the details. Right below that is a link to join our free broadcast channel, y'all. Go join that. I'm notifying them right now that we are live, and I have some new glasses that I'm going to use on part of this project. Has anybody seen anything like this? It's an eyeglass case, but we're going to try it. I got something new I want to try. Hello, Michelle Pryor, Tina, Jeannie, Teresa, Corrine, Missy, Diane, Melinda. What's up, my friends? I am early. I have a meeting tonight, and today's Taco Tuesday, so Mama's in charge of making chicken tacos. And look what I might use. Look at all these pretty floral, greenery, whatever, picks, stems. I don't know. I'm not a professional floral person, but I got these from Deco Exchange. If you just comment the word pattern, at the very bottom of that message will be a link that you can shop all of his stuff. Hey everybody. So we're probably going to use some of that, but y'all, we got rid of the 5x5 square chubby, but I had an extra rectangle, and I'm like, oh, I'm always looking for rectangular pieces nowadays. Now I thought about taking the 9x9 chubby and making it like a pumpkin. I was like, we're going to go a little on the small version today. Tell me how I sound. I think we have this microphone thing down to a science. I'm just going to get this open some way, shape, or form. We are going to use papaya today. We're going to go with that fall orange that I love. Hello, Miss Deborah. All right. This is a 5x7. Okay. And we're going to, yeah, I want to paint it. I'm going to paint it in papaya. Awesome. I'm so glad it's working. Okay. So this is papaya. It is a perfect color for fall. Perfect color. So I'm going to grab a paintbrush. Hold on. I got a lot going on in here, y'all. Okay, let's use this. It's large and in charge. So what I'm going to do is just give this a coat. I'm going to try and do my best not to get any on the edges. A little less fuzzy, okay? I don't know.
There's the problem.
Maybe the volume needs to be turned down?
Yes. Yeah.
I didn't touch it.
Oh,
Unless
wait.
I hit a button.
You did. Now I got to take it off and put it back on.
Why?
Because I turned it off by mistake.
You're messing with the technology.
Well, you messed with it first.
You're screwing up our routine just when I thought we had it down.
Okay, I think you're connected now. Well, you were coming across like really loud.
Well, yes, but I also talk loud. I'm a loud.
No, but it wasn't like that before.
Okay. Somebody mentioned that last night, and I started talking quieter.
I think it's because you hit the button. Oh, Kira just like right up on.
Yeah, I know. You need to get her, please. So we're just painting this papaya. We should only need one coat. I'm not for sure. We'll check it out here in a minute. Hi, Jerry and Nancy. Hello, friends. Maybe your microphone's back. I don't know. You know, Zach thought it was on Saturday whenever we were making those Halloween magnets, and I went back and watched the replay, and that sucker was not on for about majority of the video. So I don't know if he needs to clean his ears out. I am loud and proud. You better believe it. That's my middle name. Oh man, y'all. Sometimes I laugh at myself. I crack myself up and then people are like, that is not funny. Well, it is to me, darn it. Okay, we're going to dry this a little bit with the dog right here. She's helping today. She's helping get on my feet. Hi, Linda and Sally. Sally, we just mailed your mason jar with the word ball, and Zach even went further and got the actual font of the word ball. Hello, Miss Paula. Hello, Vi. All right. I'm going to do my glasses. You just wait. It's on a certain part of my project. Okay? A certain part of my project. I have new glasses, y'all. All right, let me just get this smooth. Hold on. I'm over here drying the air. Just a second. What if you don't put... Yeah, but I don't know where else I'd put it. Hi, Shanna and Greta. Y'all take a sip of your water. I'm terrible about drinking water. Nancy, always. Always. All right, so our paste that goes from shiny to matte when it's dry. How did I do over here? Oh, probably not the greatest. That's fine. I can sand it off. My husband says that all the time. I crack myself up. And you're probably like, that's not funny. Hello, Miss Christina. All right, we're going to dry this. We're going to put a pattern on here that I haven't used. Hi, Donna Wells. How are you today? Did everybody get their order in from Mini Sale Monday? You only have until tomorrow. It was a good one. We sold out all the bundles. We still have a few of the paste jars left. And then, of course, the unlimited cutouts. The ribbon bundles did sell out. We have the Halloween mini bag, which I'm going to be scooping bags for days. I have several things I have to do. The boys start school tomorrow, so I've got to set me up a little station at the kitchen table. I've got to cut and bag some things for our Getting Crafty box that's going out the end of the week. And I've got to scoop and bag Halloween mini bags. Oh, Nancy, I am so sorry. Missy, I saw your message. I am so sorry. There is nothing worse than losing your fur baby. I am so sorry. Deal with that, but you are more than welcome to shop the replay. Loretta, I have papaya paste and marigolds. Papaya and marigolds. Yes, just send me a message if you want one of those. All right, here we go. So there's a little bit of a light color to the top. No worries, Karen. You don't need to apologize, but honestly, it's okay because we're going to put a pattern on this. So what I'm going to do now, I was looking for a sanding block. I'm just going to sand off the papaya paste that I got on the edges. You had jars of paste on sale. I did. I had a few, they were fall colors. I had marigold, papaya. The others sold out, though. I would help you bag. I know, Corrine. Let me just overnight them to you. And a lot of the Halloween mini bag is cut out of birch. And so birch has this, the edges are, really black. That's just by design or how the wood is. So I'm going to put gloves on. I have a plan. But man, birch, stains so beautifully. No worries. Oh, see, Deborah, and that's so important. Loretta, send me a message because, girlfriend, I will not remember. Actually, I will. Let me tell you why. Let me just grab my little post-it note here. Miss Loretta wants a papaya. Anybody else need papaya paste? $16. And I have the marigold, which was color of the month last month, that you can no longer get. All right, let's close this up. We're done with this. Just wipe the edges of all that sanding, but it worked, y'all. It got rid of all that. So if I wanted to, which probably not, because I'm going to glue some stuff on here, I can make it double-sided. Like you can make a different colored pumpkin. All right, here we go. Y'all ready? Surface wax. I had to think. Hello, Miss Sharon. Angel wants a marigold. Marigold. Got it. I have a lot of marigolds, so just let me know in the comments. I'll just write it down. But if you are watching the replay, you won't see the red box above my head. May or may not see your comment, so just send me a message directly to the page. All right, this is surface wax. It is clear and it has no smell. And this little jar is going to last you a very long time, friends. Get you some surface wax. It is not expensive, but you need it because if you ever paint a surface, whether it's with our chalk paste or acrylic paint or acrylic paint or even chalk paint like Waverly or Folk Art, you want to wax the paint or paste because if you're going to apply that sticky transfer, you do not want that stickiness of the transfer to peel up your paste. Got it? Linda, are you talking about marigold? Let me know. All right, let me just get this. Hello, Julie. Thanks for sprinkling, y'all. Make sure you hit the heart button. Comment the word pattern. Okay, so this is waxed. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you my new glasses. I got to make some room. But I need to grab a couple things. First, we're going to use Pottery patterns. I've used this once, and it was on the, I didn't finish it, but one of our new, like, artist lines, fine art lines, I used it here. Okay. And I didn't finish mine. Shame on me. This is marigold right here, honey. Hi, Beverly. No worries, Nancy. We'll be thinking about you. This school year will be crazy busy. Band, marching band, choir, volleyball, and possibly one granddaughter will do wrestling. The boys start football this year. Oh my gosh, I need to have a vent moment. Some of y'all, if you're watching the replay, you're like, just get to the project, lady. Stop talking. You can just move along and go on about your business and get off my page. But listen to this. The boys are starting football. They have to be at the school at 6 a.m. in the morning. 6. Okay? 6 a.m. in the morning. Well, the school is not close to us. I mean, it's probably a good 10, 15 minutes. So we're going to have to leave the house at like 5:30 in the morning. Monday through Friday. Like, I am so tired today thinking about that. And it starts Monday. Yeah, Debbie. Can you come down here and carpool my kids to school, please? So I'm trying to be positive about it and look at it this way. Okay. Well, I'm not that type of person to come back home and go back to bed. We got a lot of stuff to do here. We run a business. So it's just going to give me a early start to my day, but I'm going to have to shift my bedtime when I go to bed. Right now it's like midnight. So it's definitely going to be an adjustment. And for the boys, and they're in baseball. I might, Michelle. I know, Janice. I'm excited. Yeah, and some of the coaches are newer this year, and they were telling Zach last night, or they were talking to the group, like they're used to after school practice, not morning. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, am I really going to get my kid up to eat breakfast before they have to start doing all of that hard work, because keep in mind, 6 a.m. is start, right, of football. They also have football or athletics first period. Well, school doesn't start until 8:20. So from 6 to 8:20, and then all of first period. Now, granted, on the days where they don't have the block schedule, it's only like 45-minute classes, but the days they do have the block schedule, that's another hour and 30 minutes. So my brain is like, they're not going to want to eat at 5:30 a.m. like a normal breakfast. But when are they going to be able to eat? So I guess we're just going to have to load up on like snacks and protein shakes and pack them a cooler. Like, so I got shampoo, deodorant, all of that. We're going to pack all that tonight when I'm done, because they're going to have to shower, because then the rest of the day is their normal, like, classes. Yeah, Sue, we're going to have to be going to bed early. I know. Okay. I know a lot of y'all are saying I don't miss that, but this morning I was literally in the shower thinking, man, they're not going to be like, this is not forever, right? They're not going to be little for long, and they're not going to be home for much longer, if that makes sense. All right, I'm off my rant, but let's check out my new glasses. Okay. They are 7th grade because they're twins. They are a minute apart. One looks like dad, one looks like mom. And I'm sure right now you can hear one of them screaming. They're playing video games. It will, Linda. It will. And we found out like their games are going to be on Monday or Tuesdays. So that means if Mini Cell Monday falls on one of the Mondays of their football game, we're going to have to rework how we do all the Mini Cell Monday stuff, because this mama is not missing a game, period, the end. So, anywho, y'all ready for this? Let me show you my new glasses. Oh my gosh, Connie. Lots of water, yes. Okay. Oh, that stinks, Melinda. Hey, Heather. So, my friends, these are the Meta glasses, okay? So, I had a mastermind call last night or yesterday with Damon Oates, and he showed us these, and I immediately added to cart, and they were delivered yesterday. These record my point of view, like what I'm doing. Let me shut the door because my kids are screaming. Okay. Nobody in the house seems to care what mom's doing, but it's my point of view. So I want to record this. I want to see what happens. Okay. We're going to try it. I don't know. May not work, may work. But now I need to decide what pattern to use. I'm really thinking of using this one right here. Oh, the fly friend is back. I do make most of them, Tiffany. Yes. Yes, the chauffeur will be good. Okay. Let's use this one. I don't know. Something is calling. Well, hold on. I got to record this. Hold on. I got a lot going on. Meta. Hang on. I got to turn it on. Hey, Meta. Record. All right. So this is a silk screen transfer. This is 18 by 18. Okay. So we could call these size D transfers. So if you think about it, this is 9 by 9, 9 by 9, 9 by 9, 9 by 9. However, notice there is a border along the edge of this. So if you were wanting a true 9 by 9, just keep in mind, you're going to have to repeat that pattern. Okay. Hopefully that helps. All right. So these are reusable. Check them out. Anywhere that you see through it is silk screen. You cannot like punch something through it. Okay, your finger is not going to go through it. And what you need to do anytime you use this or use these silk screen transfers is you want to fuzz really well so that you are applying lint to the back, because they are sticky. Okay, check it out. All right. So now, once I do this a couple of times, this is going to add enough lint to the back of my transfer to where it's not going to stick super duper well to my surface, which is what I'm trying to achieve. Okay, so here we are. We've got our little rectangle shape here. And we're just going to cover it with this pattern like so. I'm going to try and get it somewhat centered like this. All right. Then what we're going to do, okay, now we're going to press our hand all over it. We're going to take our fingers, our hand, and we're going to make sure all of those air bubbles are out, because if they're not, your paste is going to potentially like go underneath that area where the silk screen is and leave a blob. Okay. Thanks, guys. So now I'm going to take the color vanilla and I'm going to come over here to my bag of squeegees. We're going to grab a squeegee and we are going to, let me use this. Let's go to the jar, not the lid. And we're just going to take our squeegee and drag the paste over the silk screen. Just like so. We want to make sure that we get all of that silk screen covered, but we also want to make sure that we are not leaving any excess directly on top of the silk screen, because you will create unwanted lines when you go to peel up your transfer. Okay, so I'm going to almost throw it off the desk, go through and just pick it all up, pick up all my excess. All right. Now, ready for this? This is the peel and reveal. Hey, Meta, record. All right, here we go. Ooh-wee, y'all. Look how pretty this is. Look how cute. Hey, Meta, stop. All right, so now I just recorded that process. Isn't that cool? I'm excited for these. We'll see how it turns out. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take my little, that was almost a disaster. I almost got that messed up. My transfer laid on top, or this mat laid on top of that rectangle. Isn't that pretty? Y'all, I love patterns. Everybody needs some patterns in their life. And that one is called Pottery pattern. It's part of the Pottery pattern. Mom and I did the snowman you and Rachel did on your vacation together today. I love that you guys craft together. Cheryl, which I haven't seen her here, her and her mom craft together. Lanisa and Cheryl, another Cheryl, mother-daughter duo. We just attract them because y'all are my people. Michelle and her sister-in-law craft together. I'm sure there's others. I just can't think at the moment. It's amazing. All right, so now I just grabbed a wipe and I'm just going to clean this off because I need majority of that paste to come off. Okay, then I'm going to grab a board eraser. Thank you. And this is one that needs to go in the trash. It's been over here in my stash for a long time and it's like awful looking, but it does the trick. It's not about the looks, right? At least to me, it's not. But yeah, I mean, it still gets all that paste out of the silk screen, which is what you were trying to achieve. Okay, so I'm going to flip this back over. And then we're going to take our paper towel and dry it. Oh, Jeannie, that's right. Jeannie and her daughter craft together. See, it's like a whole family. I love it. I would not have it any other way. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, now that this is dry, we're done with our pattern. Okay, and we're going to grab what we call the backer sheet, and I'm just going to lay this right here, like so. And now this is ready to be used again. So what I like to do, I do like to clean as I go. I'm going to turn on my glue gun because we're going to use that. I know, Michelle, you do. You sure do. All right, let's do this. We're just going to slide our transfer right into our little sleeve. Get away, fly. Fred. We're going to name him Fred. Fred the fly is not going to be alive much longer. Not much. I even brought a fly swatter in here, y'all, because I'm about done. He's about to be history. All right, so now what we're going to do is we are going to put our paste away. I did use vanilla, by the way, in case I forgot to mention that. Yeah, Fred. Yeah. Fred's going to be history. All right, I don't need this. This is marigold. Y'all, I have a ton of these if you want them. They're $16. Hi, Jean. Just let me know. Send me a message. Flies only live 10 days. No way, Gloria. Are you serious? You've got to be kidding me. I need to check that out. That's insane. This is really pretty pattern. Y'all should run and get it. You never can have too many patterns, in my opinion. Yes, Michelle crafts when we're live. Janet, they're not. But send me a message, because if somebody doesn't pay, you can be next in line. You read that somewhere. Hey, I believe it. I mean, they all look different. One day there's a small one in here. One day there's a big fat mama in here. I don't know. They just keep showing up. The other day we had a graveyard on our floor, all in one pile. It was absolutely disgusting, but I was on a mission. Just gross. Okay, we're done with this. However, we're about to make it like beautiful. Well, I say that. I don't know. So here's what I did. I grabbed my jar of like toppers. Oh, look, there's a spider in there. What the heck? It's one of those plastic spiders. It's got a purple gem on it. We might need that. I know, Debbie, you are absolutely right. You're probably right. I should have been. Fat Mama's Francesca. Oh my gosh, Fred and Francesca. I probably should be careful what I'm saying, right? Okay, so what I was thinking of doing, get out of here. Obviously, there's only so much space. So this, let me measure this. This is about, what is it? 3/4, yes, of an inch. Okay. So, I mean, that maybe could work. Not a fan. Potentially, yes. But then I found these and I'm like, okay, but like I could stack two, glue them together and have a bigger topper so that I could do all the greenery with a bow. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Now, I could take these little spools and do one or do two. Houseflies generally live for 15 to 30 days. Fruit flies can live slightly longer, around 40 to 50 days. Other flies, some species like cluster flies, can survive for several months. Thanks, Lisa. Yeah, me too, Teresa. Our new neighborhood has a rooster, and well, that is why we have flies that sneak in. Oh gosh. I thought about a cork, but I was like, I love these. Like, I have so many of these. These got to find a place. Bye, Gloria. So, I'm thinking, okay, bear with me a second. I don't think I'm going to paint these. I'm going to use Vintage Photo, and we're just going to distress them. Okay. We're just going to go all around them because I don't want them to be perfect. And like if I start painting them, I'm going to make sure that, you know, the coat is even and blah, blah, blah. Okay, this is really hurting my finger. Oh, it's a marching thing. I'm in charge. I'm the major, the band major. Except it won't stay in place. It did for a second. We'll just go up and down this way. How's that? All right, so we're just giving this a color, and I'm not going to be able to get all of it. Well, I might be. And then we'll do at the top. Just to make it look like a stem. Okay. Now, thought about this. I have these little distressing things to get down in that little crease. I'm just going to use this. Y'all, I got all the tips and tricks. I have these on, I think on my Amazon or my favorite list. So just comment pattern. They come in various sizes, width. I think they're all circle. But I like them for certain things. All right, this is going to be the top one because we don't need to color the top of this one because we're just going to glue it. Go around. Hi, Deb. Hi, Tina. Baton. Baton. Yes. Isn't it like a... What is the director of the band called? Not band director, but you know the one that does the hand signs? What do you call that? I don't know, y'all. Just never mind. All right, now we're going to do the little centerpiece. Or the middle. Okay, and again, I don't need to worry about the top. Whoop, whoop. Maestro. Majorette. Conductor. Jill, if you're in my VIP group, I have them posted there and the album for Mini Sale Monday finished projects. I used our finger daubers for the first time today and love them. You are so full of amazing ideas. Debbie, thank you so much, friend. Drum major. Okay. Maybe. I don't know. There may be different names depending on what school you go to. I was never in the band. That's not my thing. I was in choir. I like to sing. Hello, Miss Shirley. Thank you so much. Hi, Elizabeth. Okay, friends, let's see if this is ready to go. I made sure this was charged. I have very little glue left. So we're going to glue this together like this. It's tricky because there's a hole. Okay, so let me try that again. You were in choir too? Yes, I did like to sing. I mean, I still like to sing. Yes, I was in choir, but I was more into dance. I used to teach dance back in the day. I love tap dancing. It's my jam. All right, so what I'm going to do is grab a detail tool because I've got some glue that's spewing out the side here. And I'm just going to remove it so that you don't see it. Okay. No, I don't know, Debbie, if I could sing for you. I don't know about that. There's nothing more than I love to come in here in the morning with my coffee, lower my desk, sit in my chair, and do like my admin work, check emails, check messages, and listen to my music. I love that. I love that. Okay, here we go. Now we got to figure out what things we're going to put on our pumpkin. Missy says same. I did tap jazz ballet. Yep. Mama T mentioned it one day on how good you were. Yes. I won like first place at some national competition in Chicago. I don't remember how old I was, like 7. Okay. Let's bring these out. Because I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to use these. Thanks, Milena. All right, friends. What shall we do? Because I don't have a darn clue. Let's use this one. And we will use this one. And let's use... Some of these are very strange. There we go. Uh-oh. The dog is barking. Let's see. What if we add? Okay, let's add a couple leaves. Uh-oh. This. Okay, let's add those. Thank you, Milena. Rachel did get a second laser. Yes. She did. She's trying to copy me. Although she needs another one to copy me. Oh, we are very happy for her. She needed one badly. She's doing a great, great, great job. All right, I'm going to grab some of these. I think that's really pretty. Bring out some of that orange. I probably have cut way too much, but it's fine. It's my project, right? My son was in marching band 4 years, jazz band 3 years. Oh, he was in the jazz band. Sorry, y'all. This is probably loud. And then this is basically the same thing, but it's like more off-white. Okay, now I got to figure out, hold on. I have somewhere over here, which I don't know that this is going to work because these are very short. Except for this one. This one's a little bit longer. Please hold.
You're doing a great job.
Am I, Zach? Thank you so much for cheering me on. I heard that. Okay, hold on. I have a traffic jam right here. I'm looking for the specific ribbon. Thanks, bud. Okay, here it is. I think it's like chiffon. That's how we do around here, y'all. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this first. Because even if I glue the greenery underneath it, let's be real, it is not going to stay. I have an idea. No, we're good. No sneak peeks. No. Okay, so here it is.
So I'm allowed to show you guys. I'm sorry.
Thanks, Charlotte. My 3 daughters did, and 2 of them went to college with a scholarship. That's amazing, Patty. Zach is always breaking the rules. Okay, here we go, friends. So what I kind of want to do, we're going to have to just kind of bump these up to the stem. Why not use stick fast? I could for that, but because I need it for this, I just thought, you know, why not just use the hot glue? Okay, I'm not very good at placing things, so we're just gonna roll with it. Probably should use a finger protector so I don't burn the fingers. Michelle, not happening. Negative. All right, so there's some leaves. I know it probably looks absolutely ridiculous right now, but just go with me, okay? Thank you. All right, so now we're going to glue this to the back-ish, back-ish. Were you thinking of screwing in the stem? No, not at all. I was actually thinking about taking somewhere back here. I have the little Dollar Tree blocks, and I was going to put that underneath the stem and glue all my things to these to the little block so that my stem did not get lost. But I think we're going to be okay. Thanks for asking. All right, let's do this. And we're going to glue this one right here, right behind it. Like so. All right, there it is. Now, whoops, that's not staying. Hold on. Countdown's on. The boys are getting cranky because they know school is about to start. And now Dad is putting them to work. Lord help us. All right, we're going to just tuck these in here somewhere. They think they always need money too. They think they should always be paid for helping our business. No, because you complain. All right, so I cut that down, but I'm going to go ahead and do this one with the other stem because that's too short. And I had to turn it around, y'all, so that I can see what I was doing. Sorry. Sorry, Charlie. Okay, so these I'm actually going to trim. All right, now, oh, this is going to be messy. Now we're going to go in and add just a little bit of the orange. And that's probably it, y'all. I don't need some big fancy topper. Just enough. Okay, and grab this one. And then we'll add the bow. So instead of tying it around, I think I'm just going to add it right in the middle. What's up, Zach? Do you need me? You just waiting for me to finish?
Fingers crossed. Our boys can spell and put something in.
Yeah, you're really testing my...
It's a 4-letter word. I think they can do it.
If you are part of the Getting Crafty subscription box...
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
The education system in Texas is not failing 7th graders.
Grief. Okay, so we do have 2 more leaves. I think I'm going to go...
Oh, that's cute standing up like that.
Like that? Okay.
That's like next level.
Okay, next level. Okay. I don't know about that. But... Exactly, Beverly. Yes. They just always think they should get something for helping. Now, if we don't have to ask them to help... No, let me take that back. If they have multiple days of complaining, helping, they don't get paid. But if they do help and there's no complaining, I don't know. It just honestly depends on the mood I'm in. You got the last bottles? Good for you, Janet.
Hey, Michelle, don't worry. I have one.
What about Michelle?
She said I need a mic too.
He has a mic. Did y'all hear him say that?
I don't think it was listening to it. I'll have to make sure it is next time.
Damon is the one from Deco Exchange that showed me these, and they wear double mics sometimes. Okay, we need something else. We are almost done, folks. And then y'all can go on your merry way and eat dinner, okay? I give you that permission. Sorry you can't see it. It's how it rolls. No, I'm going to add a bow to the front. I'm not going to tie it, though. Like around. It's not going to go around it. You know, you got to love the glue strings. Don't they just make you so happy? They just light my life up, y'all. Too early for dinner. We usually eat between 5 and 6. But I have a meeting tonight at 7, so we got to be done. Terry's eating. What are y'all having for dinner? We're having chicken tacos. It's Taco Tuesday. And we're going to make some rice. We've got those little taco boat shells instead of regular taco shells. Jackson does walking tacos, so he crushes up Doritos. We haven't had them in a while. Plus, I make extra because then that's what I eat on the entire week. Okay. There we have that. Now I'm going to take, I think this. Hi, Zach. You're like standing over me.
You're the one who announces I'm here. If my presence bothers you, I'll never come.
No, I love when you're here. I'm just like, oh God, what did I do? What happened? What do I need to be aware about? Okay, I don't know. This is not going to tie really how I want it.
What it really needs.
I mean, maybe.
I'm joking.
Hi, Jean. I don't know about that, y'all. That's not my kind of bow. I like big. Let me see. Yep. Yippers. Well, I thought it was beige. Not beige, like cream color. But I was wrong. Oh, Lord. There goes the air compressor. The door's wide open. Nobody's here. Can y'all hear that? Okay. Let me tie this. I think that's perfect. If I don't add a bow, I think there's just empty space right here. Acorn? I don't have an acorn right here. A little slow to shut that. There. I just think that's precious. Yes. That's what it needed, guys. Don't let me down. All right, here we go. Ready? So I've got all these little scraps. Do y'all say these little scraps? I mean, you could add those to something, right?
Sure.
Okay, here we go, y'all. Find a rectangle, grab a pattern, add it to the rectangle. And look how stinking cute this is. Say hello to the chubby pumpkin. Y'all like it? Hit the heart button, y'all. Make sure you comment the word pattern to get all the details on where to get the supplies to make this. And it's fun. So we'll see you next time. Bye, friends.